so often you'll hear celebrities like really push Congress to do something or their fans to support something. And I'm like, you're the one with all the money. We're living paycheck to paycheck. We're in Bidenomics world right now, or whatever nomics. And we're not doing great right now. And you want us to donate to your kid's thing or to this other thing that you think is great? Look, if I got it and I can, I think it's a good cause, I'll do it. Sure, why not? But I always like seeing celebrities put their money where their mouth is instead. Somebody who's done that consistently, actually, I saw this story, and then I wanted to find a better source to kind of run off of. And when I did, I just found all these different charitable things that Jelly Roll has done. So as you can see here, obviously, I'm going to be talking about Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll is someone that I have actually reacted to some of their music, some of his music, their music. Let's see, because it wasn't always. I did one song by Jelly Roll that was just Jelly Roll, and it was kind of a rock feel to it. I really dug it. I did another one that was with Falling in Reverse. That was a lot of fun. The music video for that was a lot of fun. So I really enjoyed that one. I probably blooped them up there. So I'll put the links in the comments section, or not the comments section. I say that every time. I'll put the links in the show notes or the description, whatever you want to call it, down below. So you can go check those out if you're interested. I did enjoy both of those, by the way. So, they're going to be positive ones. Positive. I did do another one that was Jelly Roll, Tech Nine, and Eminem. And then after I did it, I was told in the comments that it wasn't legit. It was fake. It had a lot of numbers. It was starting to climb up there. But they said it wasn't legit. I did a little bit of research because I did some before I listened to it, and I found other versions of it. But then come to find out it wasn't legit. So I took it down. Just as an artist myself, I can't support something like that. I don't have it in me. For those of you that are watching that don't know, I don't mention this all the time on this show. I mostly do mention it on the reactions, but I am technically an internationally award-winning filmmaker. I've won in multiple different categories for multiple different films, and it's something I'm very passionate about. It's my biggest passion, really, as far as like the art world goes, is making films. So as an artist, I can't do that to another artist. So I did take that video down, even though, views were getting there. I might have even got some subs off of it. Again, I'm not so much about that life that I'm willing to put something out there that's artificial, clickbait, fake, whatever. So I took it down. I felt like that was the right thing. Hopefully, somebody appreciates that. But back to Jelly Roll. I don't know a ton about Jelly Roll, but what I do know, or clips I've seen of him like talking in general, seems like a pretty sharp dude. Not so much back in the day, but people grow, they learn from their mistakes. And what I really liked about this story, this says, and this is again from multiple different sources, you can go find this, but Southern Living, again, any links that I use or any data that I use, if I have to reference something, my sources, those will always be linked in the show notes below. You can go behind me and check and make sure I'm not like manipulating something or twisting words or skipping over stuff. And, I encourage you to go do that. Something the mainstream media doesn't do for you, but I got you here at the Morning Mayhem. Sources, baby. But this is from Southern Living. I like the way they wrote it up. It's short and sweet, so we're going to go ahead and read it. But it says, Jelly Roll breaks ground on new Nashville Youth Center and same facility where he was once incarcerated. So again, not always the brightest bulb on the Christmas tree, right? Young and dumb, like we all were. With him, he was incarcerated a little bit. In fact, this story talks about it just a little bit. It doesn't go into a ton of depth to it because it does keep the main thing. And that's what I appreciate about this article from Southern Living. Let's see, someone make these kids feel loved and give them a chance in life. That's old Jelly Roll. Looks like he can give a big old bear hug, don't it? Take the breath right out of you. All right, Country Star. And it's funny, it's Country Star because I haven't heard him do any country yet. So I've got to listen to some country at some point on the reactions from him. Because the one song was rock, and then, well, both songs were rock. The other one, Falling in Reverse, was rock. And the fake one was more just rap. So I haven't actually heard any country from Jelly Roll. If you guys got any recommendations or suggestions for that, by all means, drop them in the comment section below. I'm sure he's got several good ones, so I'd love to start with a really solid one some folks support. But back to the article, his country star Jelly Roll continues his mission to be God's least likely messenger, with the biggest message with a new good deed. The Save Me singer, maybe that's the song I need to listen to. What do you guys think? The Save Me singer has been very open about the trouble he faced while growing up in Antioch, Tennessee. Now, he is using his platform to help improve the lives of other kids who might find themselves in similarly dire situations. The rapper turned country music artist, born Jason Bradley DeFord, had a difficult childhood and spent a lot of time in and out of the Davidson County Juvenile Justice Center. I celebrated my 14th, 15th, and 16th birthdays there, Jelly Roll said, per local Fox affiliate WZTV. And the only reason I wasn't there at 17 was because I was charged as an adult. Jelly Roll just helped break ground on Nashville's new youth campus for empowerment, a new and improved center for at-risk youth. According to Jelly Roll, the county hadn't changed nothing but the paint in 30 years until now, and he sounds hopeful that the new facility will help kids find new paths in life. Get rid of stuff that makes you feel like a caged animal, he said at the press conference. Make these kids feel loved and give them a chance in life. A lot of these kids are victims of their circumstances. This is a really great chance to change things. The new 14-acre youth camp, that's good. The new 14-acre youth campus for empowerment will be a family-friendly, family-oriented, trauma-informed, that's cool, campus, according to Nashville's juvenile court clerk website. It is set to be complete in 2027. Jelly Roll uses his experience in the justice system to bring hope to others struggling to find the right path in life and to show them that it's never too late to turn things around. He has visited folks who are currently incarcerated and connected with the fans who have faced similar situations. So, again, that's the end of the article there. So there's a lot to this story I really like, and I just wanted to cover it because a lot of times I cover, and you guys hear me mention Sean from Third Relify quite a bit. And I'm going to specifically mention him. There's other guys I stream with and I work with I may mention later, but I'm going to specifically mention Sean from Third Relify because if you ever go watch his channel, you can get pretty bummed out. In fact, he gets bummed out. We talk about the kind of stories that he talks about, and they are definitely Third Rel topics, but they're dark, they're evil, they're twisted. But they're also necessary for us to be aware that they exist, necessary for us to know that they're out there. And we're not getting those stories like on the front pages or in the mainstream media. And sometimes when that stuff like flies under the radar, we can just be oblivious to it and go about our lives not knowing that kind of evil is lurking. So as informative as it is, and as great as he is at what he does, it can be heavy. It can be dark. And I know it takes a toll on him. It takes a toll on me when I research some of these topics and they kind of, take a dive in the emotions. A buddy of mine, Dustin, and I talked about this a couple years ago when I first kind of dipped my toes into this thing. Too much of it can really put you in a weird place. So sometimes I have to step away. Sometimes I have to, not literally, but I have to look at the sun. Right? I have to look at the brightness. I have to look at the happy. And sometimes that means I got to step away from the show. Fortunately, I haven't had to, step away from the show at all since I've been back this year, rocking and rolling with you guys. But those of you that, again, have watched them, you'll see that Mayhem Reacts is now a thing. Partially that came from me being overwhelmed with other stuff that I didn't have as much time to put into the full show. So I had to, make sure I had something to fill in the gap. But then I also use it too. If I'm just overwhelmed and I'm just, I have to step away. Sometimes I'll record some of those reaction videos and put those out and step away from this negativity and these dark stories. So I was really excited to open with this one. Again, don't know a ton about Jelly Roll. Love this story. This is great on a couple of accounts. One, you've got a celebrity putting their money where their mouth is, putting in the work and helping people out themselves, being an example. Two, it's for the children. I love anything to do with helping kids. I'm very, very big on that, and I'm very, very anti-hurting kids. That's another thing Sean and I connect on, and we talk about quite a bit. And yeah, you don't mess with kids. So to see somebody helping kids, actively going out there with the purpose of helping children get on the right path, find better alternatives in life, you got my vote, buddy. And then to go back to his hometown and do it, especially back where he was incarcerated for so many years, and say, I'm going to take this negative situation and turn it into a positive. That's just so freaking cool to me. And that is so cool. So I know I just was just kind of a news reader there for a minute, but it was short, and I didn't want to take a break away from it. But now that I have, I just want to reflect back on it and say again, whether you're a fan of Jelly Roll or not, maybe I'm missing something. He's like the world's worst person. I doubt it, but I think this deserves an applause. I think we should recognize the good works that he's doing, and for as long as he's been in the game, which maybe in the underground he may have been huge for a long time, but I've only heard of the last several years, kind of popping up. So, for somebody to be, I don't want to say new, but, new to the limelight anyways in the game and really making that big money, I would assume, he's doing more in this time than I've seen, huge celebrities that have been out there forever do. And, super excited about this. This was a very positive story. Liked it. And if you liked it, consider giving a thumbs up there, and maybe go check out the article. And I don't know if there's like a way to connect with Jelly Roll or anything like that, but if so, give him some props. That was really, really cool.
Hey guys, thanks for checking out this clip from the Morning Mayhem. Remember, this is just a portion of the full show that comes out every Friday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. If you hadn't already, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the full shows or these tasty little nuggets.